Space is big, really big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the street to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space.
It's a multi-genre life simulator, developed by Maxis and published by EA. It allows you to design your own alien life form with a robust creature creator, and it contains 5 stages, each with a different playstyle, charting the evolution of your creature.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
The cartoony graphics and animation is charming. The game's ability to let anything you make, no matter how many limbs it has, walk and pose is very impressive. The gameplay of the cell and creature stages is enjoyable, and the sheer ambition of the game just has to be commended. The tribal and civilization stages are intensely boring. The transition between stages is sudden and jarring to say the least. The galaxy is too big with too little in it to do. Despite the variety of genres, the game is highly repetitive. And even though the game can animate just about anything, it does cause a lot of clipping and glitches. I think Spore was one of my most anticipated games ever. A simulation of life from a single cell to the furthest reaches of space by the creator of SimCity and The Sims. I was completely on board. The alpha footage they showed at conferences looked fantastic, and the game was shaping up to be something we had never seen before. Then the game actually came out, and when I installed and started playing it, I genuinely believed for a little while that I had been duped into buying a knockoff, and that this wasn't actually the right game. Unfortunately, it was. Compared to the footage we had been shown, the game had been cut back so much that it was a shadow of what it could have been. Features had been ditched, graphics had been simplified, and an entire stage between cell and creature had been removed. In itself, the game was still impressive for its mechanics and sheer scope, but compared to what we had been promised, it was a terrific disappointment. As the game went on and I slogged through the tribal and civilization stages, hoping that the space stage would redeem everything, my disappointment was only made all that much worse. Where we had been promised a living, scientifically accurate universe to explore, we ended up with annoying NPCs that sent you on samey missions, and a gauntlet to a hugely underwhelming finale. Now, I'm honestly not sure where the blame lies on this one. Is it with EA for neutering the game, the player for expecting too much, or Maxis for promising the world? I think this time around though, it's a bit of all of them. It's clear that Will Wright of Maxis wanted to make something amazing, but the technology just wasn't there to make it a reality. And I do believe they did their best to achieve their vision with what was available. Even now though, I'm still in love with the concept of Spore. So maybe it's time to see what we can do with modern day computers. Maybe we'll even get that water stage at last.